En at the end,
I'm anonymous.
well, they know who you are. So,
I'm in control of nothing. Is this something you see us both? I put myself a bit closer to the camera's microphone, because usually I'm doing the most of the blabbing anyway.
yes.
But you're cute to look at, of course.
Well, I used to be, yes.
You still are. Let's bring you. Does this work for you guys? Does it work? So we got an hour of daylight left, and we decided to pop in and chat. And it's called a pre-safety inspection talk,
Preview.
blarb, preview.
Something.
Next week we gotta go. Let's see. Next week we gotta go to the safety inspection.
Yeah, indeed.
And we've known that for a year.
Yeah, well, indeed.
I mean, we don't have to go ourselves, but the campervan has to go to the safety inspection.
Yeah.
And the reason is that's because the Dutch government wants us to have the vehicle inspected.
Yeah, true.
So if it passes, then we're good for another 2 years. But by the campervans that we've been buying the last decade is always the lowest of the lowest regions, as we call them, the bottom of the barrel campervans.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest priced for a reason, because
True.
usually there's a lot wrong with them because they're already end of life. So you can get them cheap, but usually you have to fix them up,
Yeah.
or
True.
you have to do something to keep. You have to fix them up.
Yep, true.
Dudes walking. It's seldom that you buy a bottom of the barrel van and can get away with doing nothing. Absolutely nothing to it, and keep it for a couple of years. Well, that's exactly how we've been living. Our first Mercedes, the Mercedes 207D from 1983, from our intro song, the annoyingly catchy vanlife intro song. It's we had it for 3 years.
Yeah.
We went with it to Portugal and back
Yeah, true.
without issues.
Yeah.
We never did anything to it.
Just did an exhaust that fell off, but that was it.
An exhaust fell off in Portugal.
Yeah.
I got a video about that. It actually fell off while we were vlogging.
Yeah, true.
Maybe because we were vlogging, so poor quality vlogs. But we show you also how we got that sorted eventually. But it was sort of the most pleasant road trip out of the 4 road trips that we did from the Netherlands through France and Spain to Portugal and back.
Yeah.
The most worry-free, we were the most happy of all in our first campervan. But after 3 years, when we took it to the safety inspection,
Yeah.
I think we had a whole long list of things that needed to be fixed on it. But the worst one was that it needed a welding.
Yep.
Because Mercedes, of almost 40 years old, they are 40 years. It's older now.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
10 years later, but then it was almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
They're notorious for rusting away at the essential bits of the van, like the axles
Yeah.
and the beams.
weird, but yeah.
And the welding is the big one that you cannot tackle as a van lifer full time. Because where are you going to stay when the welder is welding the van? Welding the van is never a quick job,
No,
usually, depending on the state of the welding.
not quick and not cheap.
If you have a newer vehicle, somewhere 10, 20 years old, that's new according to us, then the welding might be a little job. But if you have an old van that's been rusting away its entire life, it's almost, yeah. For us, we don't know a welder
No,
and who have no welding skills ourselves,
no.
is not a job that you want, because they cannot tell you what it's going to cost.
No.
And they usually say if we start the job and we find more, then it's going to cost more and it's going to take longer. So you're not back on the road fast usually with welding an old van.
No. True.
So, also taking into account, because we could have done a fundraiser, I suppose, for that Mercedes, but at the same time, another thing was going on with it. More of an emotional thing for us.
Yeah.
Because if you look back in our vlogs, the Mercedes, the hippie camper, it was beautiful. Inside and outside.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect. And Petra wanted to keep it that way, and I wanted it overhauled by a Dutch handyman that we knew at the time, who also wanted to overhaul it for content on his channel. He had a Dutch channel about campervan life, motorhome life.
Yeah.
So he needed content, and we needed the job done. I said, I want to, because Petra is always like a princess, huh? She wants to sleep early, and I wanted to do my work on the laptop, usually editing the vlogs. But we had a bed that was a dinette during the day, and you had to build it into a bed. So the moment Petra said, I want to sleep,
Yeah.
I couldn't use the dinette to work anymore. No. So the Dutch handyman said, I'll fix that for you guys. I'll build you a bed in it. We'll take the existing interior out. So you can see us stripping down the Mercedes. All the beautifulness went out.
Yep.
And he built a bed in it. And he made sort of a design error. He didn't drill holes into the board of the bed, which you need for ventilation. Otherwise you get black mold. We got black mold.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, good luck with that. And it was really weird.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I don't know why, but.
We still don't know why. It's so many years later. He said, good luck with that. And he saw, because he had this content. He already had this content. And people said, oh, you're so awesome for helping them. You're a great guy. You deserve a spot in heaven for helping them out. So he got his boost. It boosted his ego. It boosted his channel. His reputation. And then we had the ungrateful job of ripping out all of that interior that was molded. And we were left with an empty hull, an empty husk of a campervan.
Yeah, true.
Remember?
Yeah.
And we had to put like foldable chairs in it and a foldable table in it. And just we had to make an emergency bed out of pallets.
Yep. We did, yeah.
And then we managed, but the beautifulness of the Mercedes was destroyed.
Yeah.
And while we had the van in those days, and I even know we went to Portugal with it in that state, you could never look at the van the same. And there was always that memory sticking to it of how the guy that we trusted at the time to do a great job, because we had no reason to doubt that, because he had rebuilt his own truck camper at the time. And it was perfect, so we had no reason to assume that ours wouldn't end up looking perfect. Also, he made the design error because he promised us we could sleep in the Mercedes sideways. And he measured it to be like 175, 180. It turned out to be 160 in reality.
Yeah.
So we couldn't sleep in it sideways. And that was his whole spiel. He said, well, I promise you can sleep in it sideways.
Yeah.
But you couldn't. And so there was always that memory on the van sticking to it, like how he destroyed it. Maybe not on purpose, but it was a rush job and they paid for most of the materials, to be completely fair, transparent, like we always are. But we were hoping for sort of an end result that we could keep the van for many years to come.
Yeah.
And now when we had that empty husk,
True.
a shell of its former self,
Yeah.
it was something we couldn't see separately from that van anymore.
It's your home, so.
So then when the verdict came from the safety inspector to say, hey, it needs welding, we saw that as an opportunity to get rid of the van and the bad memories that were now coming with the van. Every time we looked at it and looked how it looked inside, and every time something tipped over or you were sleeping uncomfortably, it reminded you constantly of this handyman and the bad experience.
Yeah.
So we went to look at bottom of the barrel campervans. We found a Peugeot Boxer.
Yeah.
And
True.
we drove that Peugeot Boxer. We traded in the old campervan for the Peugeot Boxer on the dealer's lot. It was a shady dealer. But we said, we live in it. We need to buy it and swap over. And then he took the van off our hands.
Yep.
So we just paid us his asking price. He took the Mercedes.
Yep.
And then he sold it and it exported it to Romania, where it might be driving
Still.
to this day.
Yeah.
There are rumors Andrew Tate bought it. Because he lives in Romania.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, yeah. But then we had the Peugeot Boxer, so we didn't make any money on the Mercedes. But the dealer that took it off our hands, he might have made a penny of it, but it's alright, I mean, huh? So here we had this Peugeot Boxer, and it looked amazing, but we wondered, why is it so cheap?
Indeed, we did.
There
Yeah.
were two reasons. Petra, what was reason number one? I'll give you a hint.
It smoked like a chimney.
It smoked like a factory.
Indeed.
Which we didn't know when we bought it, because he preheated the engine up.
Yeah.
And I did know that he preheated it up. I did feel that it was warm when I looked under the bonnet.
Yeah.
But we didn't really have a lot of choice.
No.
Sorry, we're next to a construction site, in case you hear. We're parking on the street next to a construction site, so that's what
Yep.
you're hearing. Van life, it's not always beaches and sunsets.
No.
So the Peugeot Boxer we took to Spain because we had a digital nomad job lined up and we needed electricity and or / sunlight
Yep.
to power our laptops. And in the Netherlands in the winter
No.
wasn't a good idea. There's
It's not an option.
it's not an option. It's cold, so you need to worry about heating. So we went to Spain, nice and warm, sunny. You could we bought a solar panel, could put it outside.
Yeah.
We found a site with free electric, and we were doing digital nomad jobs.
Yep.
You can see that back in the vlogs. You can see us reaching Spain. We found a perfect location, and we were working.
Yeah.
But there was constructions going on in the Spanish village.
Yeah.
So what happened was, we were trying to meet our deadlines. Right? What happened?
I think they made a mistake because the power stopped working and the water stopped working, everything stopped working. So
Yeah. We committed to a huge project at the time, and we needed to deliver like a certain quota per day to reach the deadline.
Yep.
So we couldn't afford to miss
No.
a day of not being on the electric, and we had 2 laptops to run, and the solar panel that we had with the power bank old didn't cut it.
No.
So we drove 1,200 kilometers the next day from Spain, north of Spain, straight to Portugal, where we'd been before and where we knew a site with free electric
Yep.
to work. So for the whole Christmas and whole New Year, Peter and I were working on a campsite in Portugal, free campsite
Yeah.
with free electricity,
Mm-hmm.
and then a storm happened and the electric went off again in Portugal. Remember that?
Yeah. Storm, rain.
You can see it in the vlogs. It's
Yeah.
true. It happened.
Yeah.
So then, where did we go after that?
Let's see. I think we went to another spot in Portugal.
Yeah, a paid
But
site.
that was not free.
That was not free.
No.
So we had to cut into our earnings by going to a paid site
Mm.
with electric,
Yeah.
because we didn't want the free site where the electric kept dropping off. We needed sort of a paid site where you can hassle the owner if the electric is off. So we went to a paid campsite, and we were already paying for it without having earned a dime yet, because the project pay you once you deliver, and then you
Yeah.
still have to wait a couple of weeks, months.
Months even, yeah.
So
That was, yeah.
we were already paying out of a little bit of money that we had for the free site on the project, and eventually after New Year we completed it.
Yeah.
The biggest earnings we ever made, biggest payday, I think it was over 4,000 euros
Yeah.
that we earned.
Yeah.
So we're really proud of ourselves. You can see that in the videos, we celebrate that. And we had to wait for the payout to come. So while we were waiting for the payout to come, we went to another free site in Portugal again, where we've been with the Mercedes the year before. And we waited, I think, a month at least. And then the payday, maybe end of January, February, somewhere, the pay came.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we had a problem with the Peugeot Boxer, that it wouldn't start anymore. And an English guy came over
Yep.
and helped us with it. Actually, 2 guys came over. First a German guy helped us with it, then an English guy came, and he said, you have to choose who's going to help you from now on, me, the English guy, or the German guy.
Yeah.
And I made the wrong choice. I chose the English guy. The fact that he made me choose, because people come to help you, the more the merrier. But he put me on the spot. He said, if you don't pick me, I'll walk off. I never talk to you again. And maybe in hindsight, I said to Peter often, I should have picked the German guy. He was there first anyway to come to help us.
Yeah, true.
Also retired, he was a Meister mechaniker,
Yeah.
a master mechanic.
Yeah.
And the English guy was a hobby mechanic. But the English guy was doing the fixtures, helped us get started with the Boxer, so we could go to a mechanic in Portugal and have the issue fixed. There was an issue with the globe
Starter.
the globe plug unit.
Starter unit, yeah.
So meanwhile, we were sitting outside oftentimes with the English guy and his wife. We get our paycheck. And we tell him about it. We said we're so happy. We got paid like 4,500 euros.
Yeah.
This is, we have to use this money to live off for the rest of the year. This is our money if something happens with the van. This is what we have to still live very minimalistic.
Yeah.
And then the English guy and his wife, they started to do something when we were sitting outside. What did they do, Penguin?
They relentlessly tried to convince us to upgrade the van.
Oh yes.
So, yeah.
He said if you want to keep the van long, you need to invest in it. Get some new filters, get the cam belt replaced, do the basic stuff, because we bought it and came to Portugal with it. We never did anything with it. So he said it's a good idea, and he looked at the tires. He said They got some dry cracks in them. Probably a good idea if you switch those out as well in Portugal, because tires are cheap there.
Yeah, true.
And we said, no, we don't really want to do that,
No.
because we don't know why the Peugeot Boxer was so cheap. It smokes like a chimney.
Yeah.
And so that will be an issue for our safety inspection.
Mm-hmm.
And also we said, we don't know if it needs welding.
No.
And the English guy said, well, I used to be a safety inspector myself, or at least he did a course. He said, I'll look under the van for you. I'll see if it needs welding. So he went under there and he said, no, looks good, doesn't need any welding.
No.
So we thought, oh, we got a winner here then. He said, if we can just fix the smoke, he said, you probably have the van for multiple years. But it turned out, later in the Netherlands, we went to the safety inspection and they said it needs welding.
Yeah.
Because underneath, there were holes muffled, what's the word?
Yeah.
They hit the job, they hit the welding spots. So that's why the English guy never saw it in Portugal when he was looking under it. I don't think he didn't. I think he didn't see it because they covered it up.
Yep.
And the Dutch are more known to have rusty vans, and they don't know that as much in Spain, I suppose. But they do in England. But anyway, he didn't see it, so he convinced us, because they kept talking every day we were sitting outside. He said, you should go invest in this van. It's the best money spent.
Yeah.
And Petra said to me, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Many times. But he got into my head, and I said to Petra, well, he's got a point. He and his wife, they were both hammering on every day relentlessly. Fuel filter, air filter, oil filter.
Yep.
Fuel filter, air filter, oil filter, cam belt. So we went eventually to a Portuguese mechanic, had all those things swapped out. We slapped new tires on it.
Yeah.
So we spent over €1,000. And with the unit that we had bought and everything for the glow plugs. So then we were down 1,000 at least.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened, and then the English couple didn't want us to leave. We had a window of 3 days to leave the village in Portugal, and they didn't want us to leave.
No.
But there was still the smoke to fix. I said, well, if we leave now, because the safety inspection for the Peugeot Boxer was due, we said if we leave now, it will get rejected on the smoke. There was so much smoke coming out, you can see it in the vlogs. So the English guy said, no, don't worry, we'll tune the fuel pump. And then the smoke will be less, but you also have less power. It's too rich. That's why it's smoking so much. The mixture isn't
Quite right.
right. But because of the pandemic, and everything was rushed along suddenly, so it went from having all the time in the world to do these fixings to you got 3 days to fix this before all the borders closed.
Yep.
And the English guy said, you might as well stay in Portugal. Don't go back to the Netherlands. It's easy for them to say because they live across the border from Portugal and Spain. They only had to drive 3-4 hours to get home. But we had to drive 3-4 days. So we said we can't lose a day. We got if we got to tune that fuel pump, we got to do it today. And he said, I don't want to do it today because everybody was leaving. Other Dutch and other Germans and French were leaving. He said, we'll wait till tomorrow when everybody's gone and we have the time to do it. And then the day after, so we lost a day for leaving. Again, he tried to convince us to stay, and we said, no, we really want to go, because we also have the inspection to do, and we don't know how long the lockdown will last.
No. Yeah.
So we need to go back, and he then didn't want to help us tune the fuel pump. So I talked about it in the long talk, so I can't talk about it long now. But he ended up deliberately wasting our whole afternoon trying to get it properly tuned. And once it was properly tuned, the next morning that we were about to leave, he tuned it down.
Yeah.
So on purpose, so we didn't have enough power to get up the hills.
No.
And he expected us to come back. That's why he did it. So we lost our window to leave at all, and we would have to stay with them, so they wouldn't be alone in Portugal in the village during the lockdowns. But we escaped because we already lost so much time. I said, even though it's improperly tuned, let's just keep going and just drive carefully. And that next day caused us to break down in Spain.
Yeah.
And then we had to spend the whole pandemic lockdown next to a Spanish mechanic shop.
Yes.
And that guy told us, I got to replace your whole engine. So then we put all the money that we had left by then into the engine replacement, which we first didn't want to do, but the lockdowns kept going and going. We were there in the snow, we were there in the heat.
Yeah.
It was getting too hot.
Yeah.
You can see it in the videos about that. We didn't know how long it was going to last. There was communication problems going on.
Yeah.
And so we said, let's pay the guy what he wants. And he wanted every dime we had.
Yeah.
So we gave him everything we had left, and we gave him the viewers' money, because you guys started helping us get the funds together to get us out of the
Well.
lockdown situation.
Yeah.
And it felt really desperate that sometimes we thought we'll never be able to leave here, but there was no other ways to escape. You can watch it all back. So we came back to the Netherlands, and it got rejected on the welding, the Peugeot Boxer.
Yeah.
And we had no money left. And there was a Dutch guy, and he said, I know a welder, or I can weld it myself. And that was our savior, we thought.
We don't.
But then I made a mistake of making a vlog, because we talk about everything. I said, next week we're going to go meet up with this guy. His name is John. And he's going to help us. And then this dude, who also had a YouTube channel, was bombarded by people, haters from our channel.
Yeah.
And they told him, don't help Patrick and Petra.
Tja.
They're bad people. You can't trust them. Don't help them. So he said, okay, this scares me, all these negative reactions from people, all Dutch people. So he decided not to help us.
Yeah.
And then we lost the boxer because of that.
Yeah.
He also knew a welder, but he said, I can't give you his phone number. He doesn't want me to give you the phone number, and he didn't want to weld it himself too. So we had no choice but to trade the Peugeot Boxer for the Popmobile.
Yeah.
With wallets closed.
Renault Express. Yes.
So we went to a shady dealer, and we said, we got this amazing Boxer. Here's a list of here's all the bills that we upgraded just days ago in Portugal. Would you like to have this van for free? And give us in exchange your most undesirable van. That was the Popmobile on their lot. That didn't sell anyway.
No.
It was standing there so long they had to put air in the tires. And because we had no money left, it went all to the engine replacement, to the Spanish mechanic. So this shady dealer thought we'd lost our minds, and he said, well, sure, if you want the Popmobile and you give me that awesome Peugeot Boxer, I'll take it.
Why not? Yeah.
So again, the Boxer didn't have a safety inspection on it without the welding done, but they asked him to put a safety inspection for a year on the Popmobile, which gave us a year window to figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as you can imagine, a couple of days later, the Peugeot Boxer was for sale. I think I saw 5,500 euros that they asked for it, which we gave them for free. And they listed all the things that were done to it, which we paid for. with our digital nomad money
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the viewers support money. But that sucked. It was like a stab through the heart seeing it for sale for almost $6,000.
Yeah.
And you put your heart, soul, sweat, tears into it, and seeing it for sale. And so we had no profit from that. We got the Popemobile, which turned out to have a leaky fuel tank, petrol,
Yep.
pretty dangerous. Petrol's health was suffering. She was fainting a lot of the time. We were afraid somebody would light her cigarette and make the van explode, because petrol is really flammable.
Yeah.
So again, a couple of months later, a YouTube viewer donated money to us, and he said, I'm old, I'm retired, I used to be a motorhomer myself, I heard about your situation, I'm going to donate you money to get out of the Popemobile. He donated money. It was almost 2,000 euros, and we could buy another bottom-of-the-barrel campervan. So we traded the Popemobile for another Mercedes, a red fire truck Mercedes. And yeah, just we asked him, can you take the Popemobile off our hands? In exchange, when we'll buy the Mercedes for asking price.
Yeah.
So we made no money on the Popemobile.
No.
And the Popemobile is still for sale. It never sold after that. Or they never put it back, because those fuel tanks for the Popemobile are really difficult to replace. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
Because it's a custom
Made
fuel pump that you need to have designed.
tank. Yeah.
Fuel tank, yes. But there's videos you can see, watch back everything we try to fix it.
Yes.
So the Mercedes we had during sort of the after the lockdown years, we weren't. Yeah, we tried. We thought, shall we go back to Portugal with it or not? But it was still too uncertain at those times, so we decided to stay in the Netherlands with the Mercedes.
Yep.
Also because we were wondering, why is it so cheap?
Yes.
It didn't have a lot of miles on it. It's an ex-fire department van. They don't have a lot of miles on it. It drove.
Perfectly.
It drove perfect.
Yeah.
But the problem
Problem.
again was the welding.
Yeah.
So we went to the safety inspection. When it was due. We had it a couple of months. We went to the safety inspection. And they said, yeah, it's rotten, it needs welding, and it's a difficult job to do, and it's difficult to price how much it can be.
Yep.
It can be 2,500, it can be 3,500. We don't know, it can be more. It could take weeks, months to weld it.
Yeah.
So there we were again, same situation. A viewer donated, and he said, here's money for welding. And we thought we might as well put that money to use. Almost donated about 2,000 euros, I think.
Yeah.
He said, let's put that money to use and buy another bottom-of-the-barrel van, giving us instant mobility.
Yeah. True.
So we bought a Renault Master.
Yes.
The license plate was on the wrong side of the bumper. It had orange wind mirrors. It had a big wrench on it.
Yeah.
It looked like it was in a war zone. It was slow. It was loud because you had engine in between you. You can hear that back in the vlogs about that.
Yeah.
And we said to each other, this is not a van to go snowboarding with. This is not a van to go up and down the hills with.
No.
So we decided to stay in the Netherlands with it.
Yeah.
But then how do we explain, Petra,
Yes.
that we didn't stay in the Netherlands with it?
Because the same English couple we met in Portugal.
The one who sabotaged our fuel pump from the Peugeot Boxer.
Yeah. They came to collect us.
They literally came to get us.
To go to Portugal with them.
They were on the route back from England.
Yeah.
And they came to the Netherlands, and he said, would you consider coming to Portugal with me and my wife? Me and your wife can we be your personal pit crew?
Yes.
He had a trailer full of tools.
Yeah.
He said, with me there as your pit crew, then you got no reason to say no. You
No.
got to come with us to Portugal, and then
True.
we'll fix the van up properly there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we did.
Yep. Yep.
It turned out to be a huge mistake.
An offer we couldn't refuse. Yeah.
An offer we couldn't, but should have refused.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we were in Portugal, he did hold up his end of the bargain, and he fixed up a lot of things on the van that needed fixing.
Yeah.
There's like pages and pages of things that needed fixing, and he fixed.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I gotta give credit where it was due.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he also fixed a lot of things that were not necessary to fix, and he created jobs on it just to keep busy.
Yep.
And to keep us attached to him.
Mm-hmm.
So we couldn't have the freedom to enjoy Portugal. We didn't have time to work as digital nomads.
No time to vlog.
We were not allowed to vlog. They didn't want to be in it. All the jobs that he didn't want recorded.
Yeah.
So it was sort of sabotaging our YouTube channel, but helping us with jobs on the van. So we got ahead, but didn't get ahead, if that makes sense.
Yeah. 2 steps
Because
forward.
a lot of you guys wanted to see all those
2
jobs.
steps back. Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys all those jobs. It would have been interesting to see.
Yeah. True.
So we were helped, but also
Not.
hostaged at the same time.
Yeah.
So it went further and farther to the point, and we talk about this in the long talks on the channel. You can find it back.
Yeah.
Where they actually said, you can't talk to this person or I won't fix the van anymore. You can't help that person or I won't fix the van anymore. You can't go off walking by yourself. Petra couldn't even go take pictures
No.
without them butting in. There was a lot of...
Yeah.
They tried to manage while we were there everything. That was the price we had to pay for the free fixing.
Yeah.
And by then our engine was in bits, and he put it in his trailer with 5 locks on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were depending on them and their moods whenever he wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And even at some point when everything was fixed on the engine, he sort of ripped a hole in the side of the van and said, oh, look, there's a hole, we gotta fix that, that'll be the next project.
Yeah.
So he literally sabotaged the van over and over again to keep us there, and then fixed it. So he created, what's it called? Huh? He creates the disease and then sells you the cure, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So he created the problem and then sells you on the fix.
Yeah.
So because of that, there was a lot of bad memories on the Renault Master.
Yep.
And when we finally came back for the second time into the Netherlands, it broke down. Literally, the moment we drove into the Netherlands, it started rattling like crazy.
Yeah.
And we broke down in the Renault Master.
Mm-hmm.
And that, because there was so much done on it, you know that it's a good van. But it was also because of all the memories we had that were not so good with it, of him, mainly of him working on it and destroying it, and stealing our freedom and our time sort of away from us in exchange for the free fixings.
Yeah.
We just wanted to get rid of it. Oh, the cat, Petra. Black and white cat is there.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. 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 Hi, you see it?
Mm. No, ja.
Come.
No, it is not interested. Mm.
Hmm. We need a cat for the content. We need a content cat.
Well.
So anyway, because the Renault Master broke down, we thought, what shall we do? It's loud, it's slow, it can't get up the hill faster than a bicycle.
Yeah.
And it has all that bad memories. So what we did was we found this van.
Yep, we did.
And Same story. We traded in the Renault Master.
Yeah.
The dealer took it out of our hands. He wanted it. Petra told him about our situation. He said, what if I take it off your hands? I give you 300 euros for it. And he just put it for sale for 5 grand.
Yeah.
We made no money on that.
Nope.
Again. Because we didn't know what needed fixing on the Renault Master, but we did know that we didn't want to keep it anymore, mainly also because of the bad memories with it. And it sort of never, it was sort of a van that we bought out of necessity again, and it was never a van that we thought fits with us and our characters and our, personalities. Until this Volkswagen. This literally changed our life and perspective on van life.
Yep, true.
So why is that, Petra?
Ticks all the boxes. Every campervan need full-time need. Yeah. Steady bed. Drives like a car.
Check. We can work in it.
Yeah.
We can go to the bathroom in it. Just did.
Yeah. Cook in it. Yeah. It's ideal.
Yeah, and it's
And you got space.
You got space, sparkly space.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about am I going to fit in a narrow street or in a narrow shopping parking lot.
Park it everywhere. Yeah.
It's sort of park and forget about and not forget where you parked, but you park in a lot more places than when you have a longer van.
True.
And this is a van. Even if you are snowbirding in Portugal or Spain, you can take it to the shop. A lot of people in big motorhomes, they have ulterior transport to go to shops. Motorbikes, quads, extra cars, classic car, a smart,
Electric bicycle.
electrical steps.
Yeah.
And we just have this van. And because you drive it every week, then it also charges your battery up. It keeps the van from sort of seizing up. Because if it stands still a long time, it's not good for the van.
No.
But when we got this van, the seller, he said you're going to get a reliable van. It has a replacement engine in it. It had a new clutch in it. It's a reliable van, and it is. It has a few issues, but it's a reliable van.
A year older, and it spent its time in the Netherlands, which is not good for rust, among other things. So, yeah.
And he told us the day that we were sitting around the table with him, he said there's one thing, he said, for the next safety inspection, which is coming up now, it's a year later,
Yep.
you might be looking at a welding job.
Yeah.
That was the reason that we could afford to buy this van, because of the welding job. If this van didn't need welding job,
What are the odds?
it would be twice the price. Because if you look on the marketplaces for vans, Volkswagen T4s are usually twice the price of what this is. So the reason that it was priced twice as cheap is probably because if he said a little welding job, he was honest about it.
Yeah.
So respect to that. What it might mean welding to the point that it's not worth fixing.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then no matter how good this van suits us and how well it drives,
True.
it drives amazing.
Yeah.
But then it means again that we are looking at an inspection next week. No matter what the inspector finds, as long as it's not welding, it's jobs that you can have fixed by a mechanic in a day. Brakes, lights. Most stuff you can bring in a van to the mechanic and they can fix it in a day. But a welding job is a different story. Finding a welder is another different story.
It's they're well-guarded secrets. Those
Yes.
welder dudes or
Well,
dudesses.
well.
Well. Yeah.
So in those 10 years we came close once to the guy who said he knew a guy, but
Yep.
it is difficult.
Indeed.
And that's our biggest worry. It's not the little issues that they might find.
No.
It's the welding. And if the welding isn't...
Yeah. Not looking forward to that, but yeah.
So we knew it for a year, and for the last year we've been doing our bestest. That's why we overhauled the channel. That's why we make more vlogs. That's why we're rebranding.
Yep.
That's why we made e-books. Petra's photo book. Oh, there's
Yeah.
another big Morello coming even. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I
It's
think
huge.
the Morellos don't have welding problems.
We don't know that.
But,
Maybe they do.
but yeah, what
yeah.
you're looking at is... what you're looking at
it's
is
huge.
a big saw, it says on it.
First class traveling mobile.
Yeah.
Motorhome.
Yeah, well, maybe if we befriend them, they can sponsor. Nah, just kidding. We're not the desperate, are we?
No.
No, we'll just have to see how it goes,
Yeah. Indeed.
and then take it from there.
Hope for the best.
Well, for the best. We
Yeah.
hope that the guy is...
Has a good day and thinks, well, yeah. Well,
yeah, maybe a fly in his eye or something when he's checking out our van. I don't know. But that's our big worry, the welding, and
indeed.
because that's a job you cannot do when you're doing the van life.
No.
How badly we would want to, but if we don't know any welders,
No.
it's because you need costs. You need to know what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what it's going to cost, and you don't know what to do,
No.
you can't do a fundraiser on we don't know what it's going to cost.
Oh, true.
You need
Yeah.
exact costs usually.
Yeah, true. No.
So yeah, that's where we're at with it.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, apart from all the other jobs that he might find that add to the costs,
Yeah, of course.
finding the welder, that's going to be problematic. But what's also problematic is our income isn't to the point now that we have put anything aside for another bottom of the barrel van at the moment. So we're looking at
Yeah.
the same that we were looking at with the Peugeot Boxer a couple of years ago, that we might have to go to a shady dealer and offer them this Volkswagen van, tell them, look, it's a good van, but it just needs welding. And then if they take it off our hands, maybe we can pick out one of the most undesirable vehicles on their car lot. And then just swap, even if it's just a car, that you just swap into it. And maybe a car that is older than 40 years old, because then it will be road tax free, because road tax doubled in the Netherlands. So to save as much money as we can, we might have to trade this campervan, which is worth, if you put a new safety inspection on it and you weld it, you can sell it for 5,000-6,000. Easy. So we're going to lose money on that, but if we can trade it for a car with wallets closed, that a car that doesn't need road tax paid, and a car that
Yeah, true.
that you can sort of save as much money as you can in,
Yeah.
that is something we are thinking about doing, even though it will suck, because you can't stand up in a car.
Nope.
You can't go to free motorhome parkings in a car either,
No.
because they're for motorhomes, campervans.
Yes, true.
You do see sometimes people in cars, they come in deep in the night, and they park in secret,
Yeah.
and then they leave before the sun comes up.
Yep.
So
Indeed
we
they
don't
do.
know. There's a lot of challenges just from living in a car. but we know people who've done it, and we sort of have done it as well. In the Pope-mobile, but if you're looking at, I was looking, there's no other Pope-mobiles for sale at the moment. So you're looking at an old car that you have to trade with, something that's really cheap, so the dealer will trade with you while it's closed.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but that's what it looks like we're going to have to do, even though we don't want to, because this motorhome is one of the best motorhomes
Yeah.
to have. It still has a lot of miles on it.
Definitely.
So that's what we're looking at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
And that sucks, because we knew from the day we got this van, we knew that this was coming.
Yep.
And we, like we said, we created a snowbird guide, we created Petra's photo book, we created more vlogs. We've been doing behind the scenes, a lot of digital nomad work that you guys don't even know about. So
Excuse me.
all right. It's not for lack of trying, let's put it like that.
No,
And
that is true.
if you see what we've been going through for the last 10 years,
Yep.
it's not been sort of for lack of trying
No.
and reinventing and thinking outside of the boxes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes next week.
Yeah.
And you guys come with us. We'll keep you posted, because we share the real van life, the nitty gritty, the honest,
The ugly truth.
the ugly truth, the
Yeah.
van life problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not always the problems. You only have the
No.
problems sometimes, and the rest of the time
Yeah.
it's
just,
enjoyable.
Yeah. You're just living your life.
You're just living your life, yes. And it's a special life. It's a fun life. Like we said, sometimes some people worry about their house and the car. Some people have two cars. They have the
Yeah.
house. But we only have to worry about the car, but because it's your house, it adds a whole dimension of worry to it. So that's where we're at with that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sucks that you go to a safety inspection and it's not free. You have to pay that as well.
No, of course.
But
Yeah.
that you know which verdict you're already going to get. It's much nicer that you can go there and you know that you tackled all the problems
Yeah.
that you know of.
Of course.
It gives you a much higher chance of success.
Yeah.
And yeah. Other than that, bribing somebody is out of the question, because we got no money to bribe them. So yeah, we'll see. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to imagine that again we have to go through this after a decade. You think most of the things you tackled once, and sometimes you don't want to have a repeat of the same things. But even though you can do van life on a tight income or no income, it's not always easy.
No.
It isn't. But we'll see. We know we've been in some tricky situations.
Yeah. Indeed.
Literally not situations, but situations.
Yeah.
So hopefully we manage to
Yeah. Well,
get out of this one as well.
let you know. Yeah.
You guys were the first to know. So we are the first to know. And then you guys will know also.
Yes.
So thank you for watching.
Indeed.
And we'll
Yeah. See you when we see you.
see you when we see you. We'll talk to you soon. And if you want to help us out, we got links in the description.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about us, you can check out one of our playlists. You can click on more videos. Please leave a comment.
Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah. All those nice things.
Yes. So,
Well.
thank you guys for watching.
For watching.
Petra, thank you for letting me do most of the talking. But I hope you found this interesting. It is interesting. It is interesting that you have a lot of vans. Bottom of the barrel, you always run into the same issue sooner or later. Sometimes you're lucky and you have the van longer. Sometimes you're unlucky, you have it shorter.
Yeah.
But as long as you can keep your mobility, you can keep your freedom, you can keep creating opportunities.
Yeah.
Because that's with everything, even if we have to trade this van for the car, which is the last thing we want, believe us. Even if we have to trade it for the car, it'll make for some interesting vlogs.
Indeed.
So, yeah.
Well, once again, bye.
Goodbye. See you in the next one. And remember, wheel it
Until you feel it.